This is a hydraulic offset Disk Harrow. It's made by First Gear and it's in 1/25th scale. Now this is a pretty neat companion piece. It goes with the crawlers or the bulldozers and the track loaders. Now this one's in international yellow, but I think they also made this in Alice Chalmers orange as well. I'm not sure, but I think they did. Like I said, this is a pretty neat piece as just a companion piece or an accessory. Now, some of you might be asking, alright, well, it's a bulldozer, what does it need a Disk Harrow for? Basically, what you would use this for on the construction site or dirt job or whatever, if you're working on, like filling an area or you have a pad or whatever, and it rains the day before and your dirt is too wet to work, what you can do is hook this up to your dozer or your track loader or whatever, and you run the disc all around back and forth over wherever it's wet. And what it'll do is it'll take the top 6 or 8 inches of dirt and it'll just fluff it up as you drive over it. And as the sun hits it and you're constantly just turning it over and fluffing it up, it'll dry out the dirt so much faster to where you can actually get back to work again. And that's where you still see these in use today on a lot of job sites. And they're not just they're not agricultural discs. They're built specifically for drying out dirt. And that's why I say this is a pretty neat accessory to have. And First Gear did a pretty good job with this for being essentially a pretty simple piece. It's got some pretty good functionality. Now, the way it is right now, you can see it's offset to run straight. And the reason for that is if you want to basically not destroy the ground while you're transporting the disc, because it doesn't have any transport wheels, you can set it straight so that it'll track straight and it'll just kind of leave little lines in the dirt. It's not really gonna rip into the dirt. It's not aggressive at all. But, and this is pretty cool, you got these little latches here. I guess a safety latch, maybe, I don't know. Once you offset it, and this is pretty neat too, you can adjust it. Well, I don't know if you can, but it looks like you can. With the peg here, you can adjust it so you have a different angle profile, and that will basically, it'll kind of adjust how aggressively it'll chew up the dirt, and also kind of adjust how much horsepower you need to pull it. Because the more aggressive you get with it, the more power you need to pull this thing. Because this will really dig in, and it'll throw some dirt once you get some speed behind it. But anyway, that's the point of how it of why it offsets, which is pretty neat. Now you do have the hydraulic lines here, and one of the cool things about it is it actually comes with a plug. Basically, see if I can dig it up here. You got this little piece here that you can plug into the back of your dozer. I think it works on the track loaders too. I'm not sure. I hadn't tried it. But anyway, that plugs in there. And what you can do is it actually gives you a place to plug your hydraulic lines into, which is pretty neat. So, like I said, it's a neat companion piece. It's pretty simple. There's not a whole lot to it, but First Gear did a really great job. These are actually fairly uncommon. I don't know if they just weren't too popular or they didn't make a whole lot, but there's not a whole lot of them out there. But it's a great accessory. It looks neat. It's definitely worth picking up if you run into one. And well, that's about it. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask. If you'd like to see more of what we have, please subscribe to Maryland Construction Diecast. And thanks for watching.